everybody, I'm sitting out in my car sucking up some air conditioning. It's 107 degrees in the house and even hotter outside in the sun. It's absolutely wicked today. Here's one of my favorite jokes of all time. A husband and wife who work for the circus go to an adoption agency looking to adopt a child. But the social workers raise their doubts about their suitability, so the couple produces photos of their 50-foot motor home, which is in clean and well-maintained and equipped with a nursery. The social workers are satisfied but then raise concerns about what kind of education would the child receive. The husband puts their mind at ease, saying, "We've arranged for a full-time tutor who will teach your child the usual subjects." The next social worker expresses concern about the child being raised in a circus environment. This time the wife explains, "Our nanny is a certified expert in pediatric care, welfare, and diet." The social workers are finally satisfied and ask the couple, "What age child are you hoping to adopt?" The husband said, "It doesn't really matter as long as the kid fits in the canon." Isn't that great? I told that to a friend of mine back in Iowa. He laughed for about 3 minutes. A guy sits down in a diner and asks for a bowl of hot chili. The waitress says, "Sorry, but the guy next to you got the last bowl." He looks over and sees that the guy has finished his meal, but the bowl of chili is still full. He asks, "Are you going to eat that chili?" The other guy says, "No, help yourself." He slides the bowl of chili over and starts to eat. When he gets about halfway down, his spoon hits something. He looks down and sees a dead mouse, and he immediately pukes all the chili back into the bowl. And the other guy says, "Yeah, it's about as far as I got too." Here's a little Johnny joke, but I think you'll like that. A father brought his little girl to bring your child to work day. They were talking with the other parents and having a great time. His daughter burst out crying, and her dad asked, "What's wrong?" She said, "Where are all those clowns you say you work with?" Here's a stupid riddle. When I was 22 years old, my brother was half my age. I'm now 44 years old. How old is my brother? I don't understand why so many people can't get these simple little math riddles. But I'm not saying your perfume is too strong, lady. I'm just saying the canary was alive before you got here. I picked up a hitchhiker, seemed like a nice guy. After a few miles, he asked me if I was afraid he might be a serial killer. I slipped my hand down along the seat and produced a large, shiny bowie knife and said, in an emotionless gaze, "The odds of two serial killers being in the same car is extremely unlikely." Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I can't remember, tell you. Well, I tell jokes here in the Philippines and people don't get them. I had to explain that one like 100 times. But now here's one with the little language in it. Two lawyers are standing on the corner when a great-looking woman walks by. One lawyer says, "I would really like to fuck her." The other lawyer says, "Out of what?" Sorry about that. A blonde is doing a jigsaw puzzle when her boyfriend walks in and asks, "What are you doing?" She says, "It's a jigsaw, you idiot." And he goes, "What's it supposed to be?" She pulls out the box and shows it's a rooster. And he says, "Oh, babe, let's put the cornflakes back in the box." Why did the chicken cross the road? To show the possum it could be done. I never really thought of myself as a breeder, but since I've been living in the Philippines, I decided I wanted 2 kids. I was asked, why do you want 2 children? I said, so I don't have to sit next to anyone at the movies or on a bus. You know, misery loves company. If you don't believe me, just look at a fly strip. You never see a fly stuck there saying, go around. Here's a good one to say to people. Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. What's the name? What's the number after 4? Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. What's the number after 4? I guarantee you every single person will say 5. They're supposed to repeat that entire thing. My wife asked me if I saw the dog bowl. I said, I didn't know he knew how to bowl. It's a sort of funny one. 3 old ladies are sitting on a park bench when a man comes by and flashes all of them. The first 2 old ladies both had a stroke, but the third one couldn't quite reach. A dog had 3 puppies named Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. What was the mother's name? No one gets this one. I don't understand why. A dog had 3 puppies named Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. What was the mother's name? What? A Yorkie Terrier can kill a Doberman. How? They usually get stuck in their throat. You know, they say your cat can have kittens in the oven, but that don't make them biscuits. I heard that on a really old episode of 3.5 Men. Yeah, 2.5 Men. I called my wife to tell her I'd pick up fish and chips on the way home, but she just hung up on me. She's still pissed about letting me name the kids. A girlfriend says it's over. I can't take it anymore. Everything with you is a joke. Call me a taxi now. The boyfriend said, you're a taxi. Thanks for watching. Take care.